Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. This is part 31 video on the chapter of mensuration, where I will solve the test paper 20 which is based on the chapter of mensuration that involves multiple choice questions based on area and perimeter of square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus and circle. If you have not watched the previous 30-part videos on this chapter of mensuration, then I strongly suggest and request that you please also watch them to have the continuity of your study on the chapter of mensuration. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 7 following the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started with part 31 video on the chapter of mensuration, where I will solve the problem of test paper 20. Okay, so I have written down all the questions. There are four sections. Section A has questions which are subjective questions. I have also written down all the answers, and section B are multiple choice questions. Section D is fill in the blanks, and section D is true or false. Okay, so let's start solving the problem. Question number 1 says find the area of a rectangular plot, one side of which is 48 meter and its diagonal is 50 meter. Okay, so we know that if we know the diagonal, let's say this is the rectangular plot. So if this is the diagonal, let's say D is the length of the diagonal and L is the length of the plot, rectangular plot, and B is the breadth. We know that from Pythagoras theorem we have D square is equal to L square plus B square. So this implies for this problem the diagonal is given to be 50 meter. So we have 50 square is equal to length. Find the area of a rectangular plot, one side of which is 48 meter. So let's say the length is 48 meter. So we have 48 square plus B square. Okay. So this implies B square is equal to 50 square minus 48 square. Applying the algebraic identity, A square minus B square is equal to A square plus A minus B into A plus B. This will be 50 minus 48 multiplied by 50 plus 48. So this is equal to 2 multiplied by 98, which is equal to it is 16, 196 meter. So basically the breadth is coming out to be 196 meter. Actually it will be the length anyway. So we have to find the area. So this implies area of a rectangular field is L, length multiplied by, that is the product of the length and breadth. So length is 196 and breadth is 48. This much meter square. This is equal to, I will use calculator to do the calculations. I'm sorry for this, but you must always do the calculation by hand. 196 multiplied by 48 is I think I've done something wrong. Okay, so B, we have B square is 196 meter. So this implies actually, let's say so quite obviously we can see that the other side, the length of the other side will be larger than 48 meter. So this will be actually we have length square. So 48 meter will be breadth. So we have 48 square. So this implies this will be length. This is L square. L square is equal to this 196. L square is 196 meter square. So this implies L is equal to square root of 196 meter, which is equal to 14 meter. Oh, sorry, I was previously correct. Anyway, so breadth will be for 14 meter. Since the other one side is 48 meter, the other side is 14 meter, so obviously breadth is 14 meter and length is 48 meter. Anyway, I hope you will understand. So this will be area will be 14 multiplied by 14, and this is how much? 48 multiplied by 14 is 672. So 672 meter square is the area of the rectangular plot. Okay, let's see the next problem. A room is 9 meter by 8 meter by 6.5 meter. Okay, so as we know that a room has 3 dimensions: length, breadth and height. So by 9 meter by 8 meter and 6.5 meter, it means that length is 9 meter, breadth B is 8 meter, and the height H is 6.5 meter. Okay, it has one door of dimensions 2 meter by 1.5 meter and 4 windows, each of dimensions 1.5 meter by 1 meter. Find the cost of painting the walls at rupees 50 per meter square. So we have to find the total area of the walls that need to be painted. But the walls has each wall, but all the walls has one door of dimensions of given dimensions and 4 windows of given dimensions. So we have to subtract. So the effective area of the wall that need to be painted will be the total area of the 4 walls minus the area of one door and area of 4 windows. So let's first calculate the area of the door. So area of door. So I am using this kind of notation. AR means area and door. So AR door means the area of the door. This will be, its dimension is 2 meter by 1.5 meter. So its area will be 2 multiplied by 1.5, this much meter square. This is equal to 3 meter square. Okay, and area of a window. Remember, area window means area of one window. The dimension of each window is given to be 1.5 meter by 1 meter. So the area of each window will be 1.5 multiplied by 1. This is 1.5 meter square. So this implies area of 4 windows. Area of 4 windows will be equal to 4 multiplied by 1.5, this much meter square, which is 6 meter square. So this implies total area. Let's first find out what is the okay. So total area of 4 walls. Total area of 4 walls. We know of a room, the formula is perimeter multiplied by height, that is 2 into length plus breadth is the perimeter of the floor, and this multiplied by height. This is the total area of the 4 walls. Okay, so we have 2 multiplied by L is 9, breadth is 8 and height is 6.5, this much meter square. So this is equal to 9 plus 8 is 17, 17 plus 2 is 34. So 34 multiplied by 6.5 meter square, and this is equal to 6.5 multiplied by 34 is 221. So this is 221 meter square is the total area of the 4 walls. So this implies area of walls, area of 4 walls that need to be painted, will be, we have to subtract the area of one door and 4 windows, because the door and windows will not be painted. It will be equal to the total area of the 4 walls, that is 221, minus the area of one door, which is 3, and the area of 4 windows, which is 6. This much meter square, which is equal to 202 meter square. It will be 212 meter square. 212 meter square is the effective area of the 4 walls that need to be painted. So therefore, and the problem is asking find the cost of painting the walls at ₹50 per meter square. So this implies cost of painting the walls, the walls will be the area of the walls that need to be painted multiplied by the rate. So the rate was 50. What was the rate? The rate was 50, and the area of walls that need to be painted is 212. So this much. This is equal to how much is this? 212 multiplied by 50 is 10600. Rupees 10600 is the total cost of painting the walls. Okay. Let's see the next problem. Question number 3. Find the area of a square, the length of whose diagonal is 64 centimeter. We know that in a square, if of side of length A, the length of the diagonal is square root of 3 divided by 2A. So if this, let's say if D is the diagonal, length of the diagonal of the square, then we know diagonal is equal to square root of 3 divided by 2 multiplied by A. Okay. So the question is asking to find the area of the square, the length of whose diagonal is 64 centimeter. Okay. So my approach is wrong. We know that for a square, the area of a square in terms of diagonals is diagonal square, that is d square by 2. So this formula, all this formula that of a square, that is how the area, the diagonal and the side and the perimeter are related, you must be well aware of. So area of a square is diagonal square divided by 2. The diagonal is given as 64. So 64 square by 2, this much centimeter square. So this is equal to 64 multiplied by 64 divided by 2, this much centimeter square, and this is equal to 64 multiplied by 64 divided by 2 is 2048. So 2048 centimeter square is the area of the square. Okay. Let's see the next problem. Question number 4. A square lawn has a 2 meter wide path surrounding it. If the area of the path is 136 meter square, find the area of the lawn. If the area of the path is 136 meter square, find the area of the lawn. Okay. If the area of the path, okay, find the area of the lawn. So we have the lawn, square lawn. So this is the square lawn, and there is a path 2 meter wide surrounding it. So this is the path. Sorry. So this is the path. So this is the width of the path is uniform, and all these width are 2 meter. 2 meter. Okay. The area of the path is 136 meter square. Now let's say find the area of the lawn. Okay. So let's say the side length, the length of each side of the lawn be A. If the length of each side of the lawn, of the square lawn, be A, then what will be the area of the path. The area, so let's say the lawn be A, the square lawn be ABCD, and the outer edge of the path be PQRS. So PQRS is the outer edge of the path that is surrounding the square lawn, and ABCD is the lawn. So area of path is equal to area of the outer edge of the path PQRS minus area of the square lawn, that is ABCD. Okay. Which is equal to, what is the area of the outer edge of PQRS? It will be, the outer edge of PQRS is also a square, and its side, the length of the side, this will be A plus 2, where A is the length of each side of the square lawn. So area of PQRS is a square of having length of each side A plus 2. So this will be A plus 2 whole square minus area of the square ABCD is A square. This is equal to, if I expand A plus B whole square, A plus 2 whole square using the algebraic identity of A plus B whole square, this will be A square plus 2 into A into 2 plus 2 square, and I have minus A square. A square will cancel out and we will have 4A plus 4. So this implies that the area of the path is given to be 136 meters square. So we must have 4A plus 4 is equal to 136. So this implies, if you take common 4 from the left hand side, this is 4 into A plus 1 is equal to 136. This implies A plus 1 is 136 divided by 4, which is 34. So this implies A is equal to 34 minus 1, which is 33. Find the area of the lawn. No, I have done some calculation mistake. The A should be, the answer is to 225 meters square, which means the area of the lawn, the side length of the lawn should be 15. Let me see. The area of the path will be area of the outer edge of the path, that is PQRS, minus area of the square, that is the square lawn ABCD. PQRS will be A plus 2, where we have assumed A to be the length of each side of the square lawn. Okay, so A plus 2 whole square minus, we have the area of the square lawn is A square. So we have A plus 2 whole square minus A square is A square plus 2 into A into 2 plus 2 square minus A square, which is A square gets cancelled out, and which is 4 plus 4A plus 4. 4A plus 4. So 4A plus 4 should be equal to 136. So if I take 4 common, I have 4 into A plus 1 is equal to 136. This implies A plus 1 should be equal to 136 by 4, which is 34. Find the area of the lawn. A is coming out to be 33. If A is 33, then this area of the square lawn will be 33 square. I will quickly check the book if I have copied the answer correctly or not. Question number 4 is 225 meters square. I will check if I have copied the question correctly or not. This is question number 4. A square lawn has 2 meter wide path surrounding it. If the area of the path is 136 meter square, find the area of the lawn. Find the area of the lawn. 2 meter wide path. Oh, I did a mistake. If the width of the path is 2 meter wide, then the length of each side of the square PQRS will not be a plus 2 but a plus 4. This will be 4, because on both the sides we will have to add 2 meter. So we have a plus 4 whole square, which is, this will be 4. Also this will be 4. So this becomes 8a plus 16. 8a plus 16. Okay. Let me delete this part. So we have 8a plus 16 is equal to 136. So if I take 8 common from the left hand side, I have 8 multiplied by a plus 2 is equal to 136. This implies a plus 2 is equal to 136 divided by 8, which is 17. And this implies a is equal to 17 minus 2, which is 15 centimeter. So the length of each side of the square lawn is 15 centimeter. So therefore area of ABCD, that is the square lawn, will be equal to a square, which is 15 square centimeter square, which is 225 centimeter square. Okay. Let's see the next problem. Question number 5. A rectangular lawn is 30 meter by 20 meter. If it has 2 roads, each 2 meter wide, running in the middle of it, one parallel to the length and the other parallel to the breadth, find the area of the roads. So we have the rectangular lawn. Let this be the rectangular lawn, and we have 2 roads, each of 2 meter wide, running in the middle of it, one parallel to the length. So let's say this be the road of 2 meter wide, running parallel to the breadth. So this is this road is 2 meter wide, running along the breadth in the middle. And let's say this be the road 2 meter wide, which is running parallel to the length. Okay, so let's name the rectangles of the, let's give some name to the rectangles of the roads. Let's say the rectangular lawn is ABCD, and the roads are the road that is running parallel to the breadth. So the length of the lawn is 30 meter, and the breadth of the lawn is 20 meter. So the, let's say EFGH be the road that is running parallel to the breadth. Okay, and EFGH and IJKL be the road that is running parallel to the length. So we know that there is a common, we have to find the area of the roads. Now if you just so we see that the 2 roads are having a common area. This is the common area. And what is the dimension? Let's say the roads are, the point of intersection of the roads are M, N, O, P. So now so the 2 roads are having a common area, common rectangular region of MNOP that need to be subtracted from the sum of the area of the roads. That is, so we can see that the area of roads will be equal to the area of the road that is running parallel to the breadth is area of the rectangle HEFG, and the area of the road that is running parallel to the length is IJKL. So these are the two roads, HEFG and IJKL, but they are having a common rectangular region of MNOP that need to be subtracted to find the actual area of the two roads. So the area of common rectangular region is MNOP. Okay. Now, so what is the area of the rectangle HEFG? It is 2, that is the width of the road, multiplied by the length of the lawn, that is 20. And then we have plus area of the other road, that is IJKL, will be the length of the lawn, that is 30, multiplied by the width of the road, that is 2. And then minus the area of the common rectangular region is, the common rectangular region is a square of each side 2 meter. So it will be 2 multiplied by 2. This whole meter square is the area of the roads. So this is equal to 40 plus 60 minus 4, this much meter square, and this is 100 minus 4 meter square, which is 96 meter square. Okay, let's see the next problem. Question number 6 says, find the area of the rhombus having each side equal to 13 centimeter and one of its diagonals equal to 24 centimeter. Okay, so length of one diagonal is given and the length of each side is given. To find the area of a rhombus, we need the length of the two diagonals. So we have to find the other diagonal. How do we find the other diagonal? From one diagonal and length of each side. So we know that for a rhombus, let's say this with the rhombus, so the length of each side of the rhombus, let's say it be x and x, and the length of one diagonal be d1, the length of the other diagonal be d2. Let's say d1 is given to be 24 centimeter, and we have x is given to be 13 centimeter. We know in this diagonal, in this rhombus, how are d1, d2 and x are related. From Pythagoras theorem, applying Pythagoras theorem, we will see that x square is equal to d1 square plus d2 square by 4. This is also an important formula that you must always remember. For a diagonal, the square of the side length is equal to the sum of the square, 1/4 of the sum of the squares of the diagonals. Okay, so this implies so we have d1, we have to find d2. So d1 square plus d2 square will be equal to 4x square. So this implies d2 square is equal to 4x square minus d1 square. Okay, and this is equal to 2x square. 4x square can be expressed as 2x square, and we have minus d1 square. And applying the formula of a square minus b square, this will be 2x minus d1 multiplied by 2x plus d1. So now, so what will be 2x? 2x, x we know is 13 centimeter, so 2x will be 26 centimeter. So d2 square will be 26 minus 24 multiplied by 26 plus 24. Okay, so this much centimeter square. This is equal to 2 multiplied by 50 centimeter square, which is 100 centimeter square. So this implies D2 is equal to square root of 100 centimeter, which is 10 centimeter. So now the area of a rhombus we know is half into product of the diagonals. So half multiplied by D1 multiplied by D2. This is half multiplied by D1 is 24 and D2 is 10. This much centimeter square. This is equal to 120 centimeter square. Okay. Let's see the next problem. Question number 7. The area of a parallelogram is 338 meters square. If its altitude is twice the corresponding base, find the base and the altitude. Okay. So we know that for a parallelogram, the area, we know that area of a parallelogram is equal to base into corresponding height or altitude. Okay. Let the base be b and the height be h. So area of a parallelogram is b into h, where I am denoting b, small b for the base, length of the base, and small h for the length of the corresponding height. Now it is given that altitude is twice the corresponding base, that is h is given to be twice the base. So now the area becomes base multiplied by 2b, which is equal to 2b square. Now the area of the parallelogram is given to be 338 meters square. So we have 338 is equal to 2b square. So this implies b square is equal to 338 divided by 2, which is equal to 169. So this implies b is equal to square root of 169 this much meter, which is equal to 13 meter. So this implies now it is asking find the base and altitude. So base we have found to be 13 meter. So this implies height is equal to twice the base, which is 2 multiplied by 13, this much meter, which is 26 meter. So the base is 13 meter and the height is 26 meter. Okay, let's see the next problem. Question number 8. Find the area of a right angled triangle having base 24 meter and the hypotenuse 25 centimeter. So if we have let's say this is the right angled triangle ABC, right angled at B, let's say hypotenuse BH, and let's say the base BCB the base, and okay, let's not consider small h as the hypotenuse, because generally small h is used for the height of a triangle. So in this case AB can be considered, AB will be the height of the triangle if we consider BC as the base. Okay, now let's say Z be the hypotenuse, length of the hypotenuse, that is AC. So we know that in a right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the squares of the two arms, that is h square plus b square. Okay, this implies now hypotenuse is given to be 25. So we have 25 square is equal to, we don't know the height, so this is height square, and base is given to be 24 meter. So we have 24 square. So this implies height square is equal to 25 square minus 24 square, which is 25 minus 24 multiplied by 25 plus 24. This is equal to 49. So this implies height is equal to square root of 49, which is equal to 7 centimeter. So now we can find the area of a triangle by applying the formula half into base into height. So the area of triangle ABC is equal to half multiplied by base multiplied by height, which is half multiplied by b. The base was given to be 24 and height we have found to be 7, this much centimeter square, and this is 12 multiplied by 7 centimeter square, which is 84 centimeter square. So the area of the right angle triangle is 84 centimeter square. Let's see the next problem. Question number 9 says the radius of the wheel of a car is 35 centimeter. How many revolutions will it make to travel 33 kilometer? We know that in one revolution the distance traveled by any circle or any wheel of a car is equal to the circumference of the wheel. So in this problem it is given how many revolutions will it make to travel 33 kilometer. Okay, so so what is the circumference of the wheel? Let's first find the circumference of the wheel is 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the wheel. This is 2 multiplied by pi, we will take as 22 by 7, and the radius of the wheel is given to be 35, this much centimeter, and this is equal to 220 centimeter is the circumference of the wheel. Okay, now let the wheel makes n revolutions to travel 33 kilometer. Okay, now in one revolution we know in one revolution wheel travels a distance which is equal to the circumference of the wheel. So in one revolution the wheel travels 220 centimeter. So we are applying a unitary method. So so in n revolutions wheel travels 220 multiplied by n, this much centimeter. Now we have assumed that the wheel makes n revolutions to travel 33 kilometer. So we can say that 220 multiplied by n should be equal to 33 kilometer. So this implies n is equal to 33 divided by 220. Now remember, the circumference of the wheel was 220 centimeter and 33 is in kilometer. So we have to convert 33 kilometer in centimeter. So 33 kilometer will be equal to multiplied by this much centimeter. So 220 multiplied by n is equal to should be equal to 33 multiplied by 1000. So now what will be n? Okay, so 0 0 11 2 11 3 2 50. So this is 150. How many revolutions will it make to travel 33 kilometer? Oh, I did a wrong. I did a mistake in doing the conversion of unit. The circumference was in centimeter, 220 centimeter, and the distance traveled is given in 33 kilometer. So we have to convert 33 kilometer into centimeter. Now 33 multiplied by 1000 is meter, not in centimeter. We have to multiply again by 1000. Now it becomes 33 multiplied by 1000 is centimeter of centimeter equivalent of 33 kilometer. So we will have another 1000. So this is 1000, this much sorry, not 1000, I am doing a lot of mistake. 33 kilometer is equal to 33 multiplied by 1000 meter, and 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So this will be 100. Okay, so this is 100. So now we have 100. 150 multiplied by 100. So this is 15000. This number of 15,000 revolutions the wheel of the car will make in traveling a distance of 33 kilometer. Okay, let's see the next problem. Question number 10 says, find the radius of the circle whose area is 616 centimeter square. So we know area of a circle is equal to pi r square, where r is the radius of the circle. So r square is equal to a by pi. This is equal to, area is given as 616 and pi is 22 by 7. This is equal to 616 multiplied by 7 divided by 22. This much centimeter square. Okay. I hope 22 will divide 616. This will be, I'm sorry, I'm directly using the calculator for calculating this. 616 multiplied by 7 divided by 22 is 196. So this is equal to 196 centimeter square. So this implies r square is equal to 196 centimeter square. So r will be equal to square root of 196 centimeter, which is equal to 14 centimeter. Okay, let's see question number. Okay, so section A is complete. Now we will start section B, which are multiple choice questions. The area of a circle is 154 centimeter square. Its diameter is. So it is better if you remember a direct relation between circle and diameter, or if you can, if you do not remember that, then of course you can find the radius from this area and then you can multiply the radius by 2. It will give the diameter. Now let's see. We know that area of a square. We know that area of a circle is equal to pi r square. Now we also know that twice of r is the diameter. We know twice of r is the diameter. So this implies r is equal to diameter by 2. So we can say the area of a circle is pi r square, and if we substitute r, we know is d by 2. So this becomes d by 2 whole square. So this becomes pi d square by 4. So in this way we can find the area of the circle if we know the diameter. So this becomes pi is 20. So we have 1/4 of pi d square. So this is 1/4. Pi is 22 by 7, and d is given to be, oh, we have to find d. Okay, fine. So this implies area of the circle is given, which is 154. So we have 154 equal to 1/4 multiplied by 22 by 7 multiplied by d square. So this implies d square will be equal to 154 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 7 divided by 22. This much centimeter square. So this becomes, this is 7. So this is 7 square multiplied by 4 centimeter square. So this implies d will be equal to square root of 7 square multiplied by 4 is 2 square. This much centimeter, which is equal to 7 multiplied by 2 centimeter, which is equal to 14 centimeter. So the diameter of the circle is 14 centimeter. Hence the correct choice is A. A is the correct choice. A is the correct choice. Question number 12. The circumference of a circle is 44 centimeter. Its area is. Now you must be familiar with the relation between circumference and area of a circle. What is the relation between circumference and area of a circle? If I am not wrong, if I remember correctly. Now remember, it is not necessary to remember all these formulas. You can always derive them. I think area of a circle is equal to circumference square by 4 pi. If you can remember this, it is good. Otherwise, you know that area of a circle is pi r square. Pi r square. We also know that circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. From c equals to 2 pi r, I can say r is equal to c by 2 pi. Now, if I put r as c by 2 pi in the formula of a equals to pi r square, I get area is equal to pi, r is c by 2 pi square, and this is equal to pi c square by 4 pi square, and this after simplification becomes c square by 4 pi. I think you should remember that area of a circle is equal to c square by 4 pi. Okay, so circumference of the circle is given to be 44. So we have 44 multiplied by 44 divided by 4 multiplied by pi is 22 by 7. This is equal to 44 multiplied by 44 multiplied by 7 divided by 4 multiplied by 22. 22 divides 44 with 2. 4 divides 44 with 11. So this is equal to 154 centimeter square. 22 multiplied by 7 is 154 centimeter square. So the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Okay, let's do the next problem. Question number 13. Each diagonal of a square is 14 centimeter long. Its area is. Okay, so we know that for a square, area of a square we know is equal to diagonal square by 2. Now, if you get confused in remembering this formula, you must always derive them so that you are sure of using the correct formula. Now, area of a square we know is equal to a square, where a is the length of each side. Also, we know that this formula you must know that the diagonal of a square of side length a is equal to square root of 3 by 2 into a. Okay, and okay, so from here what is a? This implies a is equal to twice d by square root of 3. A is d is square root of 3 by, so this is talking about a square, diagonal of a square. So diagonal of a square is square root of 3 divided by 2 multiplied by a, where a is the side length of the square. So a is equal to 2d by square root of 3. So this implies a square will be equal to 4d square by 3. So this implies a is equal to 4d square by 3, and I was wrong. So that is the reason I derived it, so that I am confirmed I am using the correct formula. So the area of a square is equal to 4d square by 3, where d is the diagonal of the square. Okay, so this becomes that the diagonal of the square is given to be 14 centimeter. So this becomes 4 by 3 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 14. No, I did a mistake. I am doing some mistake. For a square of side length a, what do we have? What is the diagonal in terms of the side length of a square? We know from Pythagoras theorem we will have a square plus a square is equal to d square. So this implies, so I was wrong in the formula that diagonal of a square of side length a is equal to square root of 3 by 2. No, it is wrong. It will be a by square root of 2. So we can see that now twice a square is equal to d square. So this implies, I am again wrong. So d is equal to square root of 2 multiplied by a. square root of 2 multiplied by a, that is a is equal to d by square root of 2. Okay, so a, the side length of a square, is equal to diagonal divided by square root of 2, or d is equal to square root of 2 multiplied by a. This is the formula of a square, you must remember. So this implies that area of a square, area, this is wrong, area of a square will be equal to a square, which is equal to d by square root of 2 square, which is equal to d square by 2. So this now becomes 14 multiplied by 14 divided by 2 centimeter square. This is equal to 798 centimeter square. So the correct choice is C. C is the correct choice. Let's do the next problem. Question number 14. The area of a square is 50 centimeter square. The length of its diagonal is. Okay, so we have just seen that for a square, the area is equal to d square by 2. This is some important formula of a square. That area is equal to diagonal square by 2, and also the side length of the diagonal of a square is equal to square root of 2 multiplied by the length of each side. Okay, so the diagonal is given to be, no, we are asked to find the diagonal, we are given area. Okay, so we have 50 is equal to d square by 2. This implies d square is equal to 50 multiplied by 2 equals to 100. Remember that I am not really solving the problem by mentioning the units. I hope you will understand. So d square is actually 100 centimeter square, but I am not really writing the centimeter square. I am sorry for that, but I hope you will understand. This implies that d is equal to square root of 100, this much centimeter, which is equal to 100, which is equal to 10 centimeter. So the diagonal is 10 centimeter. So the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Okay, let's see the next problem. Question number 15. The length and breadth of a rectangular park are in the ratio 4:3 and its perimeter is 56 meter. The area of the field is. The area of the field is. Okay, so we know the perimeter of a rectangular park is 2 into length plus breadth. Okay, which is given to be 56. So 2 into L plus B, where L is the length of the rectangular park and B is the breadth of the rectangular park. Also we know the ratio of the length and breadth is given to be 4:3. So let now there are two ways of solving the problem. You can let the length to be 4x and breadth to be 3x based on the ratio, or you could have also taken we could have also from the fact that we know that the ratio of length and breadth is 4:3, so we will have L by B is equal to 4/3. From here, doing cross multiplication, we will have L is equal to let's not use this method. I think a better choice is using the concept of ratio and proportion. Since the length and breadth is given to be, the ratio of length and breadth is given to be 4:3, let's assume the length to be 4x and the breadth to be 3x. Now remember, this will be 4x centimeter and 3x centimeter. Okay, so what will be the perimeter of the rectangular park? It will be 2 into length is 4x and breadth is 3x, should be equal to 56. So this implies 4x plus 3x is 7x, 7x multiplied by 2 is 14x. So 14x is equal to 56. This implies x is equal to 56 by 14, which is equal to 4. So this implies length will be equal to, length is 4x and x is 4. So length will be 4 into 4 centimeter, which is 16 centimeter, and breadth will be equal to 3x and x is 4. So 3 into 4 centimeter, which is 12 centimeter. So we have found the length and breadth of the rectangular part. So the area will be, area is equal to length multiplied by breadth, which is equal to 16 multiplied by 12, this much centimeter square, and which is equal to, how much is 16 multiplied by 12, which is, it is 192. So 192 centimeter square is the area of the rectangular part. So the correct choice is A. A is the correct choice. Okay, let's see the next problem. Question number 16. The sides of a triangle are 13 centimeter, 14 centimeter and 15 centimeter. The area of the triangle is. So definitely we have to use Heron's formula. So let's first find the semi-perimeter is equal to A plus B plus C by 2, where ABC are the length of the sides of a triangle, which in this problems, let's say A is 13, B is 14 and C is 15. So we have the semi-perimeter is equal to 13 plus 14 plus 15 is 29, 42. So this is 21 centimeter. So now the area of a triangle using the Heron's formula is S small s, which is the semi-perimeter, S multiplied by S minus A multiplied by S minus B multiplied by S minus C, this much centimeter square. This is equal to square root of S is 21 multiplied by 21 minus 13 multiplied by 21 minus 14 multiplied by 21 minus 15, this much centimeter square. So this is equal to square root of 21 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 6. Now we have to, inside the square root, we have to form, we have to express the value inside the square root as a perfect square. So 21 is 7 into 3. So we have 7 into 3. 8 is okay. So 8 into 6 is 8 is 4 into 2. We have 7 and 6 is 2 into 3. So this becomes we have 7 into 7. So 7 square multiplied by, we have 3 into 3. So 3 square multiplied by, we have 4 into 4, that is 4 square, this much centimeter square. So this becomes now 7 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4, this much centimeter square, which is 84 centimeter square. So the area of the triangle is 84 centimeter square, and hence the correct choice is A. A is the choice, A is the answer. Okay, let's do the next problem. Question number 17. Each side of an equilateral triangle is 8 centimeter. Its area is. We know that for an equilateral triangle, if we have an equilateral triangle but each side is A, the area, let's say the triangle is ABC, area of an equilateral triangle ABC, its formula is square root of 3 divided by 4 A square, where A is the length of each side of the equilateral triangle. So it will be A, the length of each side of the equilateral triangle is given to be 8. So this is 8 into 8, this much centimeter square, and this becomes is equal to 16 multiplied by square root of 3, this much centimeter square. So the correct choice is A. A is the correct choice. Let's see the next problem. Question number 18. one side of a parallelogram is 14 centimeter and its height distance of this side from the opposite side is 6.5 centimeter, which means when the one side is given to be 14 centimeter, then the corresponding height is given to be 6.5 centimeter. The area of the parallelogram. We know that area of a parallelogram is equal to base multiplied by the height. Base multiplied by the height. The base can be considered as any one side of the parallelogram, and the height will be the distance between that side and the opposite parallel side. So in this problem, base is given to be 14 and the height is given to be 6.5. So the area is 14 multiplied by 6.5 centimeter square, which is equal to 6.5 multiplied by 14 is 91. So this is 91 centimeter square. Hence the correct choice is B. The answer is choice B. Okay, let's see the next problem. Question number 19. The lengths of the diagonals of a rhombus are 18 centimeter and 15 centimeter. The area of the rhombus is, so we know that area of a rhombus is equal to half multiplied by the product of the diagonals. So D1 and D2 are the length of the diagonals of a rhombus, then the area is half into D1 into D2. In this problem, the length of the two diagonals are given, so the area will be half multiplied by 18 multiplied by 15, this much centimeter square. So this becomes is equal to 135. 135 centimeter square is the area of the rhombus. So the correct choice is B. The answer is choice B. Okay. So that was section B, where all the problems were multiple choice questions where one choice was correct. Now I don't know the correct choices. If I am doing any kind of mistake, coming up with any incorrect answer, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section. I will appreciate that. Section C is fill in the blanks. Okay, so if question number 20 part 1, if D1 and D2 be the diagonals of a rhombus, then its area is, obviously we know area for a diagonal, for a rhombus having the length of the diagonals to be D1 and D2, the area is half multiplied by D1 multiplied by D2. If LB and H be the length, breadth and height respectively of a room, then area of its four walls, area of four walls of a room whose dimensions are LBH, where L is the length, B is the breadth and height is the H is the height, is perimeter, actually perimeter multiplied by height, where perimeter is the perimeter of the floor, which is equal to 2 into length plus breadth multiplied by height. Okay. Part 3, 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. This is an important formula you must always remember. 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. Okay. If each side of a triangle is a centimeter, that is, it's an equilateral triangle having side length of a centimeter, its area is, we know that area for an equilateral triangle is square root of 3 by 4 multiplied by a square, where a is the where the length of each side of the triangle is a centimeter. So the area will be square root of 3 divided by 4 a square. So that was section C, fill in the blanks problems. Section D is true or false statements. Question number 21 part 1 says area of a triangle is base into height. This is false. This is false because the area will be half into base into height. Area of a triangle is half into base into height. Okay. Part 2, area of a parallelogram is base into height. This is true. This is a correct formula. Area of a circle is 2 pi square. This is false because the area of a circle is pi r square, where r is the radius of the circle. And finally, circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. This is true. So with this, it comes to an end in solving all the problems of test paper 20, which are not really that difficult, but quite straightforward questions based on the formula. You must always solve the problems of any test paper given at the end of any chapter. This will give you a good evaluation of your understanding of the chapter concepts. So if this video was beneficial, please like it, share it with your friends, and once again, please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So this comes to an end in the discussion and solving the problems of chapter of mensuration. Now, before moving on to the next chapter, which I guess is data handling, I would like to solve more problems on how to find the area of shaded region related to circles, squares, triangles, and other figures. So in the next video, I will solve more problems on how to find area of shaded region. So I will end the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.